Video, question 3 of the key assessment 3. ATP belongs to a group of molecules made from nucleotides. There's ATP and there's ADP. State the parts of the molecule that are common to DNA, RNA and ATP. Right, well, they are nucleotides. So what do you know about nucleotides? They're three things attached to each other. So all this question is asking you to identify the three things that are attached to each other. So you need to identify what the general name of that is, general name of that, and then general name for that or one of those. That's all you're doing there. State what is meant by the term universal energy currency. And this is just a definition from your notes, and there's three bits of it that you need to cover. State whether the reaction is exergonic or endergonic. You might have seen slightly different versions of these words: exothermic and endothermic. And so one will give out heat or take in heat. This is really sort of talking about energy instead. So exergonic releases energy, endergonic takes in energy. And this is using ATP as a reaction. So think about using ATP. Why? To contract muscles, send nerve impulses. So think about which way the energy is going to go. So the one word, and then explain, and try and explain in terms of energy what's happening. Part B. It's estimated that the mass of ATP found within a resting human is 5 grams, but you use 50 kilograms of ATP a day. Calculate the percentage. Okay, so it's that 5 divided by the 50 times by 100 is the percentage, but you're going to have to convert the units first, aren't you? It's easiest to convert 50 into grams, because there's 1,000 grams in a kilogram, so that's 50,000. So 5 divided by 50,000 times by 100, and that'll be your percentage. So it should be a straightforward couple of marks there. This is slightly more tricky. Creatine phosphate, which is this one down here, essentially supplies phosphate to ADP to make it into ATP. So you can see this phosphate here is going to get put onto ADP to make it into ATP, and it's gone now. And the other way around, we can use ATP to get the phosphate and put it onto creatine to make it into creatine phosphate. So that's what reaction is happening there, and under what circumstances would each of the reactions take place. So think about when you're running about or when you're sleeping, which way around would you want to do it? And the best way to think about it is, well, if I want to do activity, I'm going to need ATP, so it's going to kind of go this way up the page. And if I'm at rest, I don't need so much ATP, so I can convert it into this kind of store of phosphate. So you just need to get them the right way around, and then just say what's happening to the phosphate.